Welcome. This is the December 2025 monthly update from Flying Pig Games. Thank you guys so much for such a successful Kickstarter, which just ended on Tuesday for Rising Dragon. We really appreciate your support. So this update is actually going to have a lot of stuff in it. So let me go ahead and give you an outline of what we're going to be talking about. So I'm going to update you guys on YouTube channel updates and schedule. Some Rising Dragon Kickstarter stats, also some information about the Pledge Manager and anticipated fulfillment. Don't forget about our holiday coupon, Broken Logic fulfillment updates, Old School Tactical Volume 5 fulfillment updates. We have some new Rocket Chickamauga Ding and Dent available copies on our website. I'll get more into that. YA 16 and the 65 second edition strategy guide are going to be going up on pre-order pretty soon. And then also, I'm going to get into what you can look forward to from us in the new year of 2026. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, so YouTube channel update. We are up 41 subscribers, which is, I think, 4 less than last month, but still pretty good, still growing. Thank you guys. Our watch time and views are up, and our top video of this month was actually the unboxing of the Rising Dragon prototype, which makes sense. I think a lot of you guys were checking it out before you decided to back the Kickstarter or not. So thank you for watching. All right, the schedule. This week is going to be the monthly update, and then the last 3 weeks of December are going to be the first 3 parts of Drawn Swords playthrough that I'm doing with my dad. So Drawn Swords is an expansion for 65 second edition that was designed by Arrigo Filiconia. And it is a really fun system to add on to the 65 squad battle system. So you're going to be able to watch my dad and I play through it in kind of 20-minute segments. All right, Rising Dragon Kickstarter. First off, thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh. This is incredible. It is so cool to see our company grow, and we are just like immensely full of gratitude for all the support. This really enables us to be able to continue to put out the best games we can possibly put out. So this is our most successful Kickstarter we've ever done. So thank you guys. We raised around $127,000. So pretty awesome. We're going to be able to do a lot with that, like bring you guys the solitaire expansion, and a lot of cool stretch goals like you guys saw. And then also the O-Plan 5027, which is the invasion of South Korea by North Korea. So that's awesome. So thank you guys so much. It funded in 7 minutes. It's incredible. And it funded at 798% with 653 backers. So next up, I want to compare this to our second most successful Kickstarter to give you guys a little bit of context. So many of you guys know our second most successful Kickstarter was last fall, 2024, which was the Rock of Chickamauga. Rightfully so, it's an amazing game as well. So like I said, Rising Dragon was 798% funded, and the Rock of Chickamauga was 568% funded. Still great. The Rock of Chickamauga funded in 13 minutes, where Rising Dragon funded in 7 minutes. So about half the time. I think this is kind of interesting. The Rock of Chickamauga had 841 backers. So that's the most number of backers we've ever had in a Kickstarter. So 841. Rising Dragon had 653. So I find that really interesting that it's almost a 200 backer difference, but Rising Dragon still funded at a higher level than, higher funding level than Chickamauga. So I thought that was pretty interesting. The Rock of Chickamauga got to 114,000, and like I said earlier, Rising Dragon was 127,000. So I love looking at these statistics, trying to understand what we've done well, what we could do better, what customers really like, what we can give to you guys, and how we can continue creating the best games out there. So thank you again for this. Okay, the Pledge Manager for Rising Dragon is going to launch on the 14th. So like usual, we usually launch the Pledge Manager 2 weeks after the Kickstarter closes. That gives us time to create the Pledge Manager and to let the dust settle on any details that need to come from Kickstarter into BackerKit. I'm still waiting for some of that information to be transferred before I can actually finalize the pledge manager. I've created, let's say, like 80% of it, but I need information from Kickstarter, and the dust settles there and then travels to BackerKit, and then I can click a couple buttons and get it all approved. So that's why it takes 2 weeks. But like I said, it's going to launch on the 14th of December, and it's going to run through March of 2026. So we've already gotten a couple emails from people who are interested in upgrading their pledges, who may have pledged at a lower level and want to change. You can do that in the Kickstarter, or not in the Kickstarter, in the pledge manager. And if you need help with that, please reach out to staff@flyingpiggames.com and we can help you with that. But we can't do that until the pledge manager launches on Tuesday, the 14th of December. If you missed this Kickstarter for whatever reason, you're still able to pre-order the game through BackerKit. The link will be posted on the Rising Dragon Kickstarter page and then also on our websites. So what you do is when you go to the Rising Dragon Kickstarter page, there's a button right at the top, like beside where you watch the trailer, and it's gonna say pre-order here. And you click on that button and it takes you to BackerKit, and it's gonna look like just a normal web store, and you can go ahead and order whatever you want. So you can order Rising Dragon, you could order some of our other products, and then add them to your cart, and then your order will populate in BackerKit so that we can fulfill it when everything comes in from the printer. So a lot of people do it this way for whatever reason. They weren't able to back the Kickstarter, they didn't hear about it, they were on vacation, who knows? And then you can still pre-order and get some discounted rates through the pre-order store. So that is another way to get Rising Dragon if you were interested. So moving on, I wanted to talk about the holiday coupon. I think a couple of people have asked this question. That coupon is only going to be valid on our web store, so flyingpiggames.com. So that coupon, you can't use it in the BackerKit pre-order store. I'm sorry about that, but those are just two completely different systems, and so they don't communicate with each other, and we can't create a coupon for the BackerKit. And additionally, the items on BackerKit are typically discounted anyway, so you're still getting some good deals there. So the holiday coupon that we have available is Holiday 2025, and this is for the Flying Pig Games web store, and it is for 15% off. It is going to run until Christmas Day. Many of you guys have already used it. I like to track and see how well this is, being used and how well these kind of things are working. And a lot of people have already used it. So if you are in America and you would like to get some of our games for 15% off, please go ahead and use our holiday coupon, Holiday 2025. If you've seen our holiday catalog, it has the coupon in there as well. So it's the same coupon, and it's only going to last until Christmas Day. But please enjoy it, and thank you guys for your support. All right, moving on to Broken Logic fulfillment. Last week I did an unboxing video where you guys saw how beautiful the game was. Those counters are awesome. It is now on its way here, which is great. We got a confirmation that the ETA to the States is going to be January 5th, 2026. So obviously the holidays delay a little bit of that shipping, but it is going to be here, I think, to New York on 1/5/2026. And then it has to be freighted to Orlando. We have all the data, the BackerKit data ready to go since we closed the pledge manager on Halloween. So it should be we should be able to hit the ground running once the games are in stock at Quartermaster. You can still pre-order on our web store. So if you're interested in getting Broken Logic, like I said, you can pre-order on our web store. The pledge manager has already closed, so you cannot order that way, or you can't, change anything for now. But we did that so that we could go ahead and have the data ready to go. So hopefully speed up the fulfillment process for Broken Logic. All right, Old School Tactical Volume 5, Battle for France, 1940. It's being printed now. I approved the files a couple weeks ago, and everything's being printed now, which is going to be exciting. Fulfillment is going to begin in the new year as well. And the pledge manager is still open. So if you're interested in pre-ordering this game, changing your pledge, or ordering any extra add-ons, you can do that. This is for Old School Tactical Volume 5. Same situation as Rising Dragon, like I was talking about before. Go to Old School Tactical Volume 5, the Kickstarter page, and there is a blue button that's going to be right beside where the trailer is. You click on that, and that's how you will get to BackerKit to be able to order this game. And then that way you'll be one of the first people to receive it, just like the Kickstarter backers. So Old School Tactical Volume 5 is being printed right now. All right, just a quick update for Rocket Chickamauga. It's in stock, all that kind of stuff. But we did have there was an accident that happened at Quartermaster. Everybody's okay. But they damaged quite a few copies of the Rock of Chickamauga. There were 44 that were still usable. They are, dinged and dents. You can see some of the pictures on our web store. But they're still usable games. So we have 44 available. We're going to be selling them for $70 each. This is only while supplies last and plus shipping. And it's only going to be available in our web store. So I apologize to everyone outside of the United States, but this is just how we're going to be able to do it. There's only 44 copies. Like I said, they're going to be sold as is. There's no returns, no refunds, no exchanges, nothing like that. These are damaged copies, but they're still usable. And they're for half off, so $70. So if you're interested in having spare parts or, you don't mind having a damaged cover or something like that, then this is a great opportunity for you to get the game at half off, so steeply discounted. So this is for the Rock of Chickamauga. We have 44 ding and dent copies available in our web store right now. All right, YA 16 and the 65 second edition strategy guide. They're both going to go up on pre-order on our website before Christmas, so pretty soon. We will announce when the official pre-order page launches. It's going to be any day now. But you can get those pre-order on our website. They will be fulfilled in the new year as well. We're not doing a Kickstarter for this. We're just doing pre-order. YA 16 and 65 second edition strategy guide are also going to be available in the Rising Dragon backer kit. And all those things will ship together. If you buy YA 16 or 65 second edition strategy guide in the backer kit, you're going to get that when all of the rest of your order for Rising Dragon comes in. Okay, so we have a lot. 2025 was an amazing year for us. Thank you guys for, helping us continue to grow and helping us continue to create the best games out there. That has always been our goal at Flying Pig. Quality over quantity has really always been our mantra, and just creating the best games possible. So I wanted to go ahead and give you guys a sneak peek. I know I've done some social media posts about this, but I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about what you can look forward to from us in 2026. So obviously, Broken Logic, Old School Tactical 5, Rising Dragon, Burning Lands, Alone in the Desert are all going to be fulfilled early 2026. So exciting, right? All that stuff. Now, we're also planning on doing some reprints. And I know we had put out a poll. So there's going to be more than this, but this is what I remember the poll being heavily, really wanted these things to be printed. Like Ghost Front, Old School Tactical Volume 2, Law Resistance, Knight of Man. And then there's definitely going to be some more, but those are the ones that we're planning on reprinting in 2026. So we have all those games that are going to be fulfilled early in the new year. And then we have all these reprints. We're going to be running some Kickstarter reprints for these games, which always means there's going to be something new added in. And then we're going to have new games coming out. So I can't give you guys specific dates, but these are the things that we're going to do in 2026. I think early 2026, we're going to do 95 Years of Sorrow. This is next up in the Squad Battle series. So we had Knight of Man was the first. Then we had 65, the squad level combat in the jungles of Vietnam. And then we had 85, Graveyard of Empires, Afghanistan Graveyard of Empires. And we're going to have 95. We'll be coming out to Kickstarter early in 2026. We're also going to have Kill All Formations by Herman Luttman. It's a sci-fi push your luck game. That's going to be coming to Kickstarter in 2026. We have Above the Trenches, Fokker Scourge. This is the first for us, really excited. This is by Bob to Catch. It is a World War I aerial combat game, and it is super creative. It is awesome. We've been working on it for a couple years now, but it has really sped up recently. So it's probably going to be one of the ones that we do earlier in 2026. So that's our first aerial combat game that we've put out for Flying Pig, which is going to be exciting. We have Rebels Against Rebellion by David Thompson and Trevor Benjamin. This is an American Civil War game. And then we also we're going to relaunch Relic Wars, which is by me. It's a fantasy battler and exploration game. And then we're also going to do Kaiju Summer, which is a 2 to 5 player dice chucking game that is based on the Law Resistance system that my dad designed. It is a blast. And it's going to be next level. I think you guys are really going to be excited about this one. We have more coming up next year, but those are the ones we're definitely focusing on for 2026. You know, things always happen, but I mean, what a great year we have coming up, and a great year to follow 2025. Well, happy holidays, everybody. It's been an amazing 2025, and 2026 is only going to be better. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great month. See you later.